For the past 10 years, associating Barcelona with anything less than trophies and success seems like a complete insult to the sport, but nowadays that seems farther from the truth. Ever since the Valverde era, Barcelona has been in a downward spiral. Creativity and inventiveness have been lacking, and a team that before bathed in abundance of depth and determination now looks flat and vulnerable. If Barcelona looked dead with Valverde, now they look buried under Quique Setien. On this video, we'll focus on Barcelona's rebuild and tell you why the path to glory back to a super team for Barcelona is harder than you may think. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And after Barcelona handed Real Madrid the title of La Liga in a very humiliating fashion, the discussion, the debate about Barcelona's status as a super team in the European elite have risen again. And the fact of the matter is that Barcelona is crumbling from all angles. And before we dwell into how Barcelona can get a successful rebuild on the way, we first must need to understand what in the hell is happening at the Camp Nou. On the field, a collection of horrible transfer decisions and a poor sporting direction has led Barcelona to have a shallow and old team that lives in the shadow of their former legends, of the greats of Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, Villa, and I'm sure you can name the rest. Personally, I do not think that we need to blame the players that came into the club for not achieving the heights of the aforementioned legends, but we do need to blame the people in charge that they should have forewarned either their terrible adaptation or their lack of patience to give these players the right amount of consistency to succeed. The three transfers that really encompass the dreadful transfer assessment from the board has to be the three Brazilians. Philippe Coutinho, who had been tasked to replace Neymar when in fact their skill set were completely different. Malcolm, which came in as a promising winger but never really was given the chance even when the team needed him the most. And Artur Melo, which to many of the fans' eyes has to be the worst treated of them all, sold measly for the purpose of balancing the books. Sloth, greed and pride are the three deadly sins that have corrupted Barcelona's transfer policy. And the most worrying thing of them all is that Barcelona are now just staying afloat due to the individual brilliance of one man, Lionel Messi. Outside the field is even worse. Ernesto Valverde back in 2017 cultivated a slow, pragmatic team that instantly resonated wrongly with the fan base that were brought up through a different identity and philosophy. By being a calm and assertive manager, he constructed a lifeless group of players that are ineffective to compete in the most important aspects of football: concentration and mental gain. The players grew so accustomed to the lack of intensity under Valverde's training sessions and his methods that soon as the dam burst when Barcelona lost against Simeone's Atletico in the Supercopa de España, they didn't even have the capability to understand that Valverde's teachings were the ones destroying the club. The weak mentality of Barcelona is one of the main downfalls of them nowadays. And even the losses to Liverpool and Roma that were horrible when they happened still haunt us till this day because they haven't been able to be reverted by the manager in charge.
It is so very, very special. Phenomenal! Beyond reason! Barcelona fall! Messi falls!
If you want to learn more about the managerial situation of Barcelona once Quique Setien took charge, you can check out this video out. But for now, we have to add mentality and incompetent managers to the list of reasons why Barcelona are currently struggling. Furthermore, up high in the untouchable corners of Barcelona, things are going even worse. At the board level, there's a feud and turmoil at every turn. Messi and the big names of the club are publicly at war against the president, and social media scandals and defamation has become the norm. Whilst the board can find a shoulder to rest on in Frankie de Jong, Riqui Puig and Ansu Fati, there are exceptions to the rule at which the Camp Nou lives on by today. This team is not built to sustain success, and therefore the reason why Barcelona has fallen all the way down from being European juggernauts to a measly good teams to make Champions League fixtures a little bit more exciting. Rebuilding a team in football is very difficult, and most of the time managers either leave before they get grabbed the opportunity to do so or are left with no motivation to even try. The only consistent manager that has achieved certain feat at Barcelona is Pep Guardiola, which on paper managed to rebuild two teams. Therefore, it's no surprise that people are calling out for Xavi, the main captain, the main man, and the sponge of information while Guardiola was there. Xavi in fact hasn't hid away at all from the fact that he wants to manage Barcelona someday.
I cannot hide that is my dream. It's my dream to coach Barcelona. I said many times.
But many fans fear that under the current board, Xavi could merely manage to his full potential and reach of his capabilities. And let me tell you, if you think that, you are not wrong. The first step toward any sort of rebuild for Barcelona has to come in the form of the 2021 elections. Victor Font, who is the preferred by many culés on the Guardiolismo side of the fan base, has already expressed his desire to reshape the club and, if possible, try to bring in Guardiola back. And if that is not going to be the case, bring in Xavi or someone to mold and grow under the philosophy which brought Barcelona's success in the first place. Guaranteeing the election of Victor Font as Barcelona's next president could be the best thing for the club at the moment. But in fact, there's another candidate that has recently thrown his hat into the ring. Joan Laporta, which was already president of Barcelona back when Guardiola was there, is going to be presenting himself for the next elections as well. What's very surprising and will be good news for many fans out there of Barcelona is that there was a recent survey did a month ago as to who would they vote for the next elections. With 43.2% of the votes, Laporta came in first, Victor Font with 10.6% afterwards. With all of that being mentioned, there are a lot of scenarios that I favor for Barcelona at the moment, but my only worry is how low will Bartomeu take this club? Will he take this club to the point of no return and make Barcelona the new AC Milan, the new Arsenal, where it takes years and years of managers and transitions to try and get back to the right place? Of course, hopefully not. And that is why I made a video talking about Bartomeu out and all of the reasons why he just needs to get out of this club. And you can find the video somewhere here on the screen right now, so if you wanna go check it out. But if you allow me first, there are other steps that we need to take into account for this rebuild to be successful. Step 2, Barcelona needs to create a competent young squad. Right now, the club has an average age of 27.4, not nearly good enough. And that is with Quique Setien putting in a lineup of the average age of over 29.9 5 times already this season. Some few names I would look towards to try and get in through the door would be Matisse de Ligt, Dayot Upamecano, Jean-Claude Todibo for the defense, perhaps Aurar and Fabian Ruiz for the midfield, and just maybe Lautaro Martinez for the forward line, because we already have names like Francisco Trincao, Ansu Fati, and Pedri associated to the club. The truth is that it doesn't matter who Barcelona bring in. However, their manager and the board that they appoint need to remain patient about the prospect of these players perhaps not having the best first season or an immediate impact, but nevertheless, they must persist and keep faith on them. They must give them the right amount of game time, the right amount of consistency to succeed. The squad must be competitive, and as soon as they have that, they have to move onwards to step number 3, and that is to renew Lionel Messi. You have to convince the best player in the world, Lionel Messi, that you're going to help him maximize the final years of his career and prove to him that what he still has left in the tank, which is plenty, will not go to waste. From Lionel Messi's recent post-match interview after losing La Liga to Real Madrid, it's clear to see that he's not ready to give up and that he wants to win, and what he wants to win it with Barcelona. So the club must help with that, and they must have a conversion to trophies to eliminate any sort of doubt. That is exactly what Lionel Messi and every single Barcelona fan currently wants. Thank you everyone for checking out this video. If you learned anything new, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave us a like rating down below. I invite you to check out these 2 videos on screen so you can continue learning about your favorite topics on football, and I'll be signing out just now. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.